Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm up here at Frazee High School with Kitti and Community Ed.
Hi, Hank. Welcome. I am excited about Community Ed.
Well, you should be. You've been doing this for a while now.
Well, we're not going to discuss that because then I feel like I'm old. I am old, but we don't need to discuss it.
No, you don't get old until you get over 100 nowadays.
Okay, perfect. I'm good then.
Yeah, the 100 is the new 50.
Woohoo! Well, that is great. So we are working on our winter spring community ed classes, and I'm excited to tell you we have a lot of fun and new things also.
Well, it's always interesting to come up here, especially now since you not only deal with the Frazee High School, but also with the Perm District. Yep,
we are a collaborative between Frazee and Perm, and we cover, so then we just, two small communities having classes run don't always work, but when we collaborate, we can pair up and people come from both communities, and we welcome Detroit Lakes or Monaga or any communities because we're here to educate and just provide a service, and that's what I'm excited about.
Well, that's great. So what are some of the things that are coming up here for winter?
Well, we always have art classes. In our community and Perm, they both go over very well. So we have Erin Lill, who's been doing community ed since she was in high school out of Detroit Lakes. She comes here and we're doing a child class, which it will be a Yogi Bear, a fun bear with a bright colored scarf on it. We have Anna Lessart, who is a new art instructor in both our communities. She has some great ideas that are kid-friendly and adult-friendly, gearing them to adults getting out and spending time with their friends and maybe a drink and do all of that.
Well, that sounds very interesting.
Yes, it is. Of course, Spanky's Josh Hansen always does the wine pairing in March, and it is fabulous. Well worth the money. When you go out to a fine dining place, you have to expect to pay that. Here you get to taste different things to see if it even... He's letting me have the mic. I would like this on record. So, Hank has a Hank. Gee. So, we... that class is in March, and for this $65, you get to try 4 different courses. You have wine pairing, a night of socialization, and that does fill up fast. We're referring everybody to the websites in Perm and also Frazee because we are continually adding classes. People get ill, we change the date. This allows them to always have the accurate information, and once you register for a class, if any of that changes, we live in the time of COVID or people getting sick and being cautious, that we would personally call or send you an email letting you know it's been rescheduled. If it was the night of the class, we'd definitely call you and say, hey, instructor just got ill, or an emergency came up, we need to reschedule, and so that you're not traveling there and then you're like, I should have been called. We try to avoid that as much as possible, and technology helps greatly with that.
Yes, it does. I mean, it's a great deal that we can keep people informed nowadays the way we can.
Yes.
In the old days, we didn't have that. It was either the telephone, and sometimes that one didn't work either.
No, the landline, you couldn't reach somebody, or answering machine, no answering machine, any of that. We're excited. We have Vergus is funding a play this summer, and also the Perm schools, and we will be doing Prairie Fire Children's Theater, Beauty and the Beast, and Alice in Wonderland, and that will be on our websites. Kids could get registered for that. We also are mailing out a flyer directing all the people in our communities to the website, so they will have that information, our contact numbers. If they don't feel comfortable on the phone or on the website, they could call us on the phone and we could print off the list of classes and mail them out.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break right now, but we'll be right back with Kitti, and we'll give you some more updates on what's happening in community ed in the area. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm here at Frazee High School Community Ed Department with Kitti Kivalek, and we're talking about programming that's coming up this year.
We are excited to have cooking classes back, and we are having, we're working on a French class right now. We have French speaking for kids, and this is the time to learn it. We're always looking for a instructor for sign language, or we're looking for chess instructors, slime instructors. So if they need to or want to, if they need to find an outlet and love to teach, want to share that passion, please give us a call. My number in Frazee is 218-334-3181. Extension 3 is Community Ed. Robin Tappy can help you, or myself. In Perm, we got Tracy Fisher, and she would love to help you, but we would love if you want to just give back to the community and teach a class, make a little bit of money. That's the way to do it. We also have Ryan Swanson, who is a former NDSUS student, and he has been teaching classes for years. We have about 6 robotics classes coming up. We may have grant funding available where we can offer those either free or very low price for the kids and get Lego and drawing classes to our community and gear the people or to the kids that like that kind of activity. We also have pottery classes in Perm. We have a wonderful instructor over there, Peter. We also are working on a cricket class for...
what size are the crickets?
They're itty-bitty ones.
Okay.
So cricket classes for those that want to learn more about that. We have sewing classes with Caitlin Goslin and Donna Allschmidt. We have needlepoint, crocheting, knitting, a bunch of different fun things coming. So they just have to give us a call and check out the school district's websites.
Well, this all sounds very exciting to me, it's coming up. I'll have you know that I know how to do tuck point, which is a huck where you deal with huck toweling.
Yep.
And you do pattern designs. I learned that when I was a little girl from Agaani, who used to live here, who was in a wheelchair, little lady. And
when you were a little girl, you learned it?
When I was a little boy.
Oh, you said girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Apparently
yes,
he's got
the
bug.
Yeah. But I mean, it was great because, she had problems getting around. She was in a wheelchair. So one of my deals was to help her go and get around. And I learned different things from her. And huck toweling and doing that type of work was one of them that I do. And I still have a couple of pieces yet.
Well, the nice part is we have a lot of people in the community that have these skills. And unless you pass them on, it's a dying art. It really is. And, it's Americana, again, at its finest, and we hate to lose out on that kind of stuff. We're working on a couple different instructors that maybe want to do woodworking or things like that. So we're hoping to offer much more. Again, the website will be the most current. We will also send out postcards to let people know where our websites are, our contact number, what to see pictures of what's being offered and all of that. But technology is amazing. So we would be able to, it's not cost effective necessarily to do a whole catalog and pay for the printing nowadays and have that timeline when we can utilize our resources that we have in both school districts.
Well, it's very good that this can be done at this point in time, and it's great that you're doing this, Kitti, especially partnering with another school district, all this going on. And I understand it completely. You get far more options, and you get bigger classes.
Oh, absolutely. The classes will more than likely run when 2 communities, we do classes at both locations. So we're here to serve, again, the residents, and we welcome anybody from any surrounding communities too,
So one more time, how do they get a hold of this?
We can be reached at 218-334-3181, option 3, or I'm going to give you the Frazee Schools website. It's www.frazee.k12.mn.us, and on there are links to the Perm website also, which it is Perm Schools, and then from the Perm Schools website, if they wanted to go into community ed, they can. We have adult learning, which is helping kids and adults over 16 with skills that they need, reading, writing, if they want to work on their GED, if they want to learn how to do a boiler, get boiler license. We're working on with them on that. So we have a lot of resources out there that we could serve. And if you have questions, give us a call. We can see if we can help you in any way.
Well, Kitti, I appreciate you being on the program. And with that, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll catch you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.